winners of the ETPrime Women Leadership Award. And it's time for us to now talk to our jury members for their thoughts on the process. Mr. Amit Chandra, Chairperson, Bain Capital Advisors India, joins us. Mr. Chandra, thank you so very much for your time today.
Thank you, Melanie. Pleasure to be here.
As a juror, what were you looking for in candidates to pick the winners in each of the categories? This is apart from the parameters which were laid out.
Melanie, in one word, excellence. I don't think there was anything different from any of the awards that you have, for excellence. When you select winners for example, for the ET Main Awards, we didn't dilute one bit. And I think the award winners in these awards would easily win in the mainstream awards.
Right. So, the ETPrime Women Leadership Awards is about acknowledging women leaders. It's about acknowledging the change makers. Now, someone who's been part of this entire process as a jury member, how do you think we can expand or enhance the scope and the impact of the Women Leadership Awards?
I think we were all blown away by the accomplishments of many of these award winners. We all recognize that many of them have reached where they have, despite the fact that they've not faced, they faced a lot of challenges in their formative years. Unlike many of us men, they've not had conducive support systems around them. And that's what makes their accomplishments even far more impressive. And therefore, I think it's even more important to celebrate their accomplishments with that much more pomp and glory. And that's what I would urge all of us to do. And that's what I would urge ET to do. We must elevate the celebration of these extraordinary women. And we must also go deeper. Each one of us, who were on the jury members could think about many more names in the categories that we saw that we'd like to bring, to the table in the years ahead. Because there's so many women that we know who are, making extraordinary contributions to their respective fields. And each of these amazing change makers is inspiring the next generation of change makers to come. And so we need to go deeper and gather even more names as we build, the names, the data bank of names to come. And so I would, those are the two things I would do differently in years to come.
Mr. Chandra, we'll definitely take your views on board. Venture capital and the network that surrounds it has always been predominantly male. Women are missing out, not just when it comes to representation in the VC circles, but also when it comes to being able to get VC funds for women-led businesses. Now, what are some of the ways you think this can be remedied?
Yeah, Melody, that's a great question. And I feel terrible as a leader of the private equity industry about how shoddy a job we've done with representation of women, particularly in leadership roles. I think we've started doing things a little bit better with women at entry level and potentially at middle level, but a lot more needs to be done. For things to change, I think maybe there are three things that we could do, and we need to do them with urgency. One is just increase the funnel at the entry level. I think all firms need to do that. If we don't do that now, we won't have more women in leadership roles, 10 and 15 years from now. I think that needs to happen. Second is, of course, when they are there, we need to provide them with a very conducive environment, particularly in midstream in their careers, so that, as and when they face any challenges, we can be supportive, and they can come back if they need to take short breaks. I think those two things are very, very important. I think there are two or three other things that we can do. One is, I think we can lean forward and support women-oriented businesses, particularly those where women are in leadership roles. There's nothing more powerful than than creating women role models. I think there is an opportunity for us to do that. And as a subset of that, I would say, and this is something I'm looking at doing more actively. I recently read about a few funds where the GP team is predominantly women. I think there's an opportunity for us where track record warrants to try to support these teams. And I think if we can actually do that, the glass ceiling will get shattered. And so I think there's an opportunity for us to work on multiple fronts to change what is indeed a sad representation of the industry today.
Mr. Chandra, I do hope that the VC circles take your views on board and you're able to expand and deepen the funnel for women when it comes to VC funding. In many parts of India, though, women are often discouraged to seek financial autonomy or independence outside of the home. Now, whether it could be because of reasons of social conditioning, maybe culture, safety, status. In such a scenario, what can be done to help women succeed?
Yeah, I think, Meloni, there are a few things, again, that need to happen. I think we need to firstly provide women a lot more opportunity to break out. That could begin, for example, at critical phases in their lives with support. It could be mentoring, or it could be financial support by way of scholarships to pursue opportunities that they couldn't otherwise pursue. I think representation of women, for example, even in technical courses or managerial courses, is well below what it needs to be, particularly in technical courses, in master's courses, and in managerial courses as well. And I think whatever we can do to increase this participation, I think needs to be done. And we are trying to do this between my wife and I in our own small way, with all the universities we are involved with. And I think we should do this via CSR. We should do this via philanthropy. It's our responsibility to do this more aggressively. Ultimately, we believe that role model women who come out each woman will inspire 100 others. And it's very important. The second thing that I think is very important is financial literacy of women. And I think this is where platforms like yours become very, very powerful. It's very important, particularly with the opportunity that social media provides us today, to deepen financial literacy amongst women. We should get insurance companies, mutual funds to partner with platforms like y'all to significantly enhance the education on financial concepts amongst women, starting at very young age. Part of the reason why our women are left behind is because men have kept them so. And if we can change that, I think we'll have a very different future in the years ahead.
Mr. Chandra, you've definitely given us something to think about. Thank you so very much for your time, and we wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me there, and all the best. This is a very powerful platform. I wish it the very best.
Thank you very much.